Welcome to today's Explainer. We're doing something really cool today. We're mapping out exactly how you can take a passion for plants and actually turn it into a structured, highly rewarding career. We are going to dive right into the source material to see exactly what it takes to become a horticulturist.
It's the million-dollar question, right? If you've got a green thumb, I bet you've asked yourself at least once, can my passion for plants actually become my lifelong career? Like, is there a real definable path here, or is it just always going to be a weekend hobby? Well, the source material says a resounding yes, and it literally shows us exactly how to do it.
The source material we're looking at provides a comprehensive blueprint for the modern horticulturist. It's basically the ultimate roadmap for your future in agricultural sciences. It lays out the where, the how, and the what's next, completely taking the guesswork out of planning your career.
Here's the quick rundown for our explainer today. First, the educational pathway. Second, your daily work environment. Third, the career growth ladder. And finally, number 4, real success in the field. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The educational pathway, building your foundation.
Okay, so when it comes to getting that education across India, there is just a massive variety of options, cleanly divided between government and private institutes. On one hand, you have these historic, publicly trusted pathways, places like Banaras Hindu University, University of Calcutta, and Assam Agricultural University. Very affordable, very trusted. But then, you've also got some really dynamic private options, like Amity, Jaipur National, and Sri Sri University. Just a quick heads up though, if you do go the private route, absolutely make sure the institute is accredited by the UGC and ICAR before you apply. It's a super important detail.
Now, what I found totally fascinating in the source material is this. Even for a hands-on, deeply physical field like horticulture, distance learning is actually a totally viable way to get your start. The Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNU, offers a fully recognized distance program. So if you're juggling another job or managing a family, you can still absolutely make this happen.
Moving right along to Section 2, your daily work environment. Where will you work?
Well, you definitely aren't boxed into just one type of setting, that's for sure. The sheer diversity of workplaces here is wild. You could be out at agriculture cooperative organizations, or maybe you're diving deep into the data at government and private research institutes, or, maybe you spend your days surrounded by plants in botanical gardens, nurseries, or greenhouses. And honestly, if you're feeling adventurous, you're heavily encouraged to go the entrepreneurship route and just start your very own business. The sky is literally the limit.
And the day-to-day work dynamic? It's incredibly varied. Instead of being chained to a desk all day, you'll get a true mix of indoor and outdoor work, usually collaborating on team-based projects. Shift systems are totally a thing, depending on the employer. Plus, and I absolutely love this part, the sources explicitly point out that there are fantastic, highly inclusive opportunities in this field for differently abled individuals. It is truly a profession for everyone.
But hey, let's be real for a second. 9 to 10 hours, that's the typical daily commitment. Make no mistake, while this is a super rewarding career, it demands serious dedication. Organizations generally expect you to be on the clock 5 to 6 days a week, putting in 9 to 10 hours every single day. I mean, nature doesn't take many days off, right? And neither do the professionals keeping it thriving.
All right, Section 3, the career growth ladder, the ascent.
So if you're putting in those long hours, where does it lead? Well, there's actually a very clear, definitive ladder in agricultural sciences. You don't just get stuck at the bottom. You'll typically start out as a junior horticulturist, put in the time, gain that experience, and you drop the junior to become a full horticulturist. From there, you rise up to senior horticulturist, and eventually, you can ascend all the way to head of operations, where you're calling the shots on massive projects and managing large teams. It's a real corporate ladder, just out in the field.
Which brings us to Section 4, real success in the field, the climax of the journey.
To really put this all into perspective, let's look at Durga Prasad Patel's journey from the source material. Originally from Madhya Pradesh, he followed the exact educational path we just talked about, earned his BSc and MSc in agriculture and horticulture, but plot twist, he actually started his career working at HDFC Bank as a rural sales executive. But the calling of his degree was just too strong, so he pivoted completely away from banking, moved to the Baran district in Rajasthan, and joined the Wadi Project. He basically returned right back to his true calling. And his story brilliantly illustrates the kind of ultimate impact you can have in this field. Because the NABARD-funded Wadi project that Patel works on, it isn't just about planting trees.
The core goal is literally promoting sustainable livelihoods for tribal communities and enhancing their income security. By taking his structured education in horticulture and applying it, he's out there genuinely changing people's lives and sustaining entire communities. How cool is that?
So we've walked through the educational foundation, checked out those diverse daily environments, climbed the growth ladder, and seen the massive real-world impact you can actually have. When you look at this incredibly vital, completely structured career path, the only question I have left for you is this: are you ready to step up and shape the future of sustainable agriculture? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope it gave you a solid map for your own journey ahead.